Solving exponential equations by rewriting it as a log. This method we want to use when we have variables only on one side of the equal sign. So we're going to rewrite them into a log expression, and we're going to work on making sure we keep the variable on the same side of the equal sign, the exponent on the same side of the equation. So we're going to rewrite this as a log. The log base 5. The base of my exponent's the base of my log. The number it's equal to goes into the log, and that equals x minus 3. So we have x minus 3 equals the log base 5 of 4. We're going to add 3 to both sides, and x equals the log base 5 of 4 plus 3. And we don't know what the log base 5 of 4 is off the top of our head, so we're going to have to plug it in our calculator. And if you don't have a cheater key, then you have to use the log of 4 divided by the log of 5, which is our change of base formula, the log of the part divided by the log of the base, plus 3, and then you plug that into a calculator. It's extremely important when you plug this in the calculator, you do the log, if you have a scrolling calculator and it opens parentheses, 4, you close that parentheses before you hit the divide. Then log of 5, close that parentheses, and then you can hit the plus 3. And that's approximately 3.861. Now if your calculator is the other way, or you're using an iPhone calculator, you actually use the 4, and then you hit the log 10 button, or log, and then divided by 5, and then your log 10 button, and then equals, then plus 3. And you should get your 3.861 with that. So our next equation, we're going to divide by 20 because that's not in the exponent. So 4 equals e to the 0.4x. And I'm going to rewrite this as a log. E is ln, so it's ln of what it equals to. 4 equals 0.4x divided by 0.4. Now again, if you're doing this in calculator, the calculator does ln 4. So x is equal to ln of 4 divided by 0.4. But it's really important you do ln 4, close the parentheses, and then divide by 0.4. If you don't close the parentheses, you're not going to get the right answer because it's going to divide it by 0.4 and then take the natural log. So 4, and then the other calculator you do 4 and then the ln button, and then you divide it by 0.4, and I get approximately 3.466. And then the next equation, 13 equals 3 times 10 to the x minus 3 plus 6. I want to get rid of the 6 first. Remember that when we're solving equations, we try to work in the backwards order of operations, so you want to move the addition and subtraction over first. And you get 7 equals 3 times 10, oops, I have an extra bar in there, times 10 to the x minus 3, and we'll divide it by 3. So 7/3 equals 10 to the x minus 3. And the opposite of 10 to the x power is the log base 10. So when I rewrite this, it's the log, we don't write the little 10, of what it equals, 7/3 equals the exponent x minus 3. And notice I'm preserving the same side of the equal sign. And then I'm going to add 3, so log of 7/3 plus 3 equals x. And in the calculator, we're going to want to put log, parentheses open, 7 divided by 3, close parentheses, plus 3. And if we're using the other calculator, you actually are going to do the 7 divided by 3, and then you're going to hit the log button. Actually, you're going to hit equals and then the log button, and then you can add the 3 and hit enter, equals 3.368. So x is approximately 3.368.